tearing out pieces of me to replace the broken pieces of you. Tearing out.
Family, and welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. So today's video is in response to something that someone asked me, and basically the gist of the question is, how do you contribute to society, contribute to the world? How do you uplift and raise the vibration? How do you be a spiritual, wonderful person when you got physical things going on? You got bills due, you got family that's looking at you crazy, your job's getting on your nerves, you got jury duty, you got all types of stuff happening, right? And it's like, how do I focus on this intangible works that is, the intangible things of the spirit world, when I have very tangible things to deal with in the physical world? And knowing that if you don't handle these physical things, then it's going to get a lot worse, and you're definitely not going to be in the mood to try to uplift anyone, right? So, first and foremost, let me just say, whether you're walking in your gift, or walking in your purpose, or practicing, things to uplift your spirit, you are always contributing to society. First and foremost, okay? You just being here, being a vessel, being an energetic channel, you are contributing to society. So when you focus on things that bring you down, such as, I gotta pay my bills, I gotta make my family okay, I gotta make sure that I eat, I gotta make sure I don't lose this house, right? When you focus on that, you're still contributing to society in a spiritual way, because you are a spiritual being, first and foremost, having this human experience. But sometimes when these pressures, because the spiritual experience is intangible, it's invisible, right? It's just a feeling, and sometimes you can't distinguish the feeling of the spiritual with your physical, right? But these emotions that you have, they are connected to your spiritual being. When you have emotions, it is a spiritual thing that is happening. You feel it in your body, right? When you're happy and you smile and you feel this elation and joy in your body, you feel it. So you tend to attach those emotions to a physical aspect, but that's not the case. Emotions is spiritual. And before you incarnated here in the spirit realm, when you were just a ether, when you were just, light, when you were just energy, the things that you felt was love, was gratitude, was joy. You experienced those emotions prevalent, right? But this earth, this realm where we are, this planet in itself, has a wide range of emotions, which is why a lot of people like to come to this shit. Hold on. Because other planets, they don't have such a wide array. Okay? Venus, love, joy, just happiness, just euphoria. Okay? Jupiter, a little bit more chill, a little bit more harsh. Chiron, very war energy, right? Very stealth, strategic energy, right? So spirits want to come to Earth, because Earth, you can feel everything, and you have so many different options. It's a beautiful playground, right? That's why it's a school. Okay, so know, when you're feeling these emotions, you are having a spiritual experience, and you are contributing to society. It may not be in the way that you want, because bills, jobs, those aren't usually things that make you feel good. So now you're lending to society this overwhelming, this anxious feeling that the majority of us go through and experience every day anyway, right? So I just want to make sure you have that in mind. You are contributing to society, no matter what it is that you're doing. Even if you're just sleeping, slump in your bed all day, you're still contributing. You're still emitting energy, because your spirit is always on. You don't turn it off. Now, how I get myself back to a space where I can say, you know what, I'm not going to worry about these bills, because I'm a spiritual, magical manifester. I know how to magnetize and attract things to me by shifting the way how I think and how I feel. I understand that my thoughts create my reality. My thoughts also lead to my feelings, to my emotions, and my emotions is my energy in motion. It's emitting the signal saying, hey, this is what I want more of, right? But when you have your light bill due, saying you got 48 hours to pay this joint before it gets disconnected, or when you have your mortgage or your rent, whatever due, you're not always thinking, hey, I'm a miracle manifester, so let me just sit down and meditate. That's not always the first thing. So, what I sometimes do, 75% of the time actually, especially if I've taken on a lot of energy and I didn't ground myself properly, I didn't cleanse my aura, I've just gotten into routine of doing, going, moving. I check out. I'll zone out, okay? I'll sit on the couch, I'll light a spliff, and I'll watch a movie or I'll binge watch my shows. Right? I don't like reality TV. I don't like mindless shit. So, right now I'm watching The Rookie. Um, I'm binge watching The Rookie, like started from episode 1, season 1. I think I'm on season 4. The Rookie, Foundation, which is on Apple TV, and I just saw Halo came back on Paramount Plus, right? I'm also watching the Wu-Tang on Hulu, right? So I watch a couple of hours of TV and then I'll come back to censor and be like, okay, I zoned out, checked out, went to another reality. Let me come back and let me sort some things out. But by giving yourself a break from thinking about these bills that are looming over you is giving your mind a mental break, because it's allowing you to look at a different storyline. It's allowing you to focus on something different, and it does help, okay? Sometimes what I also do is go and take a walk. I'll go take a walk and I'll breathe, and that will remind me I'm connected to the all. I look at how the animals have their food and their shelter, and I'm like, I know I'm just as valuable as these animals, so I know things will work out for me. I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna stress. I will go hug a tree. Okay, I will also take that time to ground myself, to plant my feet, right? But hugging trees, oh my God. Hugging trees changed my life. G talk. I'm not even exaggerating. And if you all know me personally, growing up I was not a person that likes to be outside. Mosquitoes love me. Ants love me. I got a couple bites already, and in February, like, why are these mosquitoes out here? But I learned hugging trees and how it made me feel. Instant relief. Okay? Getting out in nature, taking a walk, hugging trees, great. Also, what I'll do, I'll call someone that may have been on my mind, or I know I haven't spoken to them in a while, and I know that I'm going to get gratitude from them. I'm not going to call somebody who's doing worse than me to be like, hey, how you doing? Or no, I'm not going to do that, because all I'm going to get is a woe is me story. There's an associate of mine. Trouble follows chick no matter what she does. I think she be trying, but sometimes the things that happen to her, I'd be like, girl, you're not really trying. That's not really what you want to do, right? Like, I'm not even gonna do it. But trouble follows this chick no matter what she does. So I'm not gonna call her to try to be like, hey, how you doing? I'm not venting my issues, my worries. I just be like, hey, you've been on my mind. How you doing? How you feeling? Right? If I call her, all I'm gonna get is, oh, well, I tried to do this, or I was gonna move, and the person that was supposed to help me move got in a car accident and died. What? That doesn't make me feel better, right? But I may call like an auntie or something, right? I'm estranged from my family because they're Jehovah's Witnesses, and I'm not with that. So there's a lot of my family that I don't talk and communicate with. But I'll call an auntie who I know always loves to hear from me, and I'll be like, hey auntie, I know it's been a few months. How you doing? I was just thinking about you. And they'll be like, hey baby, how are you? Thank you for calling me. We're doing okay. This is the catch up, the rundown, blah blah blah. 5 minutes, I'm off the phone. I feel a little bit better. Now I can shift my focus and I can tackle my issues with the new frame of mind. That's what you want to do. You need to change your mind, shift your focus so you can get in a different frame of mind. So these things, these hints that I'm telling you, is meant to do that. It's not meant to give you, the solution to your back being against the wall or being distracted with other things, but it is meant to help you shift your mind frame so that when you do have to get into these things or dissect these things or go through these physical livelihoods, that you feel a little bit better doing so, because you're not going to find the solution to you feeling like you're not contributing by staying in this depressed, anxious, what am I doing wrong mindset, mind frame. Because the reason why you're feeling this way, why you feel that you're not doing enough, you're not contributing enough, is because your soul and your spirit is like, alert, 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 alert. We are supposed to be doing something different. You're not supposed to be stuck on this thing. But if you don't know how to tune in and if you're not connected to yourself, you're not going to hear this alert. So all it's going to do is manifest, right? Because this alert is like your alarm clock. It'd be annoying as fuck. But if you aren't hearing it, it's just going to show up in your life as headaches, stress, heartburn, eye pain, back pain, shoulder pain, and you're like, I got all these aches and pains in my body. I got to handle all these bills and shit, and I'm still not doing the things that I need to do spiritually. You're beating yourself up. So you got to change your mindset. You got to change your frame of mind. You got to change the way how you're thinking and how you're approaching these things. Okay? The next thing that I'll do is I'll get up and I'll go and do something, nice for society, something that's inexpensive, especially if you're worried about bills. Because listen, the goddess has bills. All right? I've told y'all, hubby is the breadwinner. I signed up to be taken care of. Okay, I am a goddess. I expect to be worshipped. Okay, taken care of, giving gifts, things of that nature. Right? I expect that. Hubby hasn't accepted a contract since July. Okay, meaning we've been living off of our savings, what we've had put up since July. Thank goodness we are financially prudent to know, okay, if we're making six figures in 6 months, we don't want to blow through it all. We want to make sure we sustain this because we don't know when the next contract is coming up, right? Thankfully, he's picked up a contract for March, but literally since July, he's been home with me, like, and baby, and we've still been living our life and doing our things. We have bills that mount. I mean, just our basic bills. Our basic bills is like 4 grand. That's cars, insurances, light, internet, phone. That's like four G's. Okay, so not to mention any extracurriculars. We've had birthdays, right? We've had anniversaries. We had winter solstice. We've traveled. We had just all types of things. Okay, so I've had pressures of money. I'm not just saying this from my privilege, uh, princess throne. Okay, we've had stressors, but again, we shift our mindset and we know, we watch our language. We don't allow these things to overwhelm us. We know that we are, just as valuable as the animals, and we know that we're going to be taken care of because we are magnificent beings, right? So the next thing that I'll do, I'll go and do something nice for society, for someone, something that's inexpensive. So I have a neighbor who's a widow and a vet. I make him dinner. I will go sit and keep him company. I'll help out around, do things for him. That makes me feel good. I know I'm contributing to society because I'm raising his vibration. Just helping one person raise their vibration will help you raise your vibration, and you're contributing to society. Okay, you're getting things done, right? I'll come on, I'll do free readings. I'll jump on TikTok or Instagram or, YouTube, my other YouTube channel, The Angels Oracle. I'll drop information there. So by making yourself feel good, right? If you notice the trend and the thread of this, making yourself feel good and raising your vibration, raising your set point from this feeling of overwhelm, beating yourself up, I'm not doing enough. Making yourself feel good is contributing to society, is helping you get back on track and get back on focus. It's about baby steps, one little step at a time, being better today than you were yesterday, okay? And not being too concerned or overwhelmed about these everyday pressures. Yes, they're there. Yes, they exist. But if you control the situation by controlling your thoughts, you will always be the victor, okay? Another thing that I'll do, and I don't recommend this for everyone, especially if you don't feel confident in your power and what it is that you can do. But what I'll do, like, I needed $700. I picked up my little wish board. I have a magic wish board that's made of certain elementals. I'll pick up that board and I will focus on what it is that I need. I was like, I wish to have $700 appear in my life. Let it form from whatever avenue it is. I'll say that, set it down, go, right? If I have, if I got to make a choice and I'm like, all right, it's Wednesday and I need this by Friday, I will go get a candle, okay? I will take $5 and go to the metaphysics shop and go get a candle and burn that joint, okay? I will petition Saint Expedite, just depending on what my needs are. I will tap into the ethers. I will tap into that magical energy and request for these different beings that surround us all to come in and make some shit happen, because obviously right now what I'm doing in the physical isn't helping, so I need a little extra help from my team. That's what they're here for, okay? I will throw on a money meditation and I will meditate. I will follow through. I will recite. I will chant. Whatever the case may be, I will script. Don't sleep on that. But if you're not confident in your power and what it is that you have to do, it's not going to work. It's not going to work for you, okay? Because you are the vessel. These other tools are just the enhancers. All right? So that is that. That's all that I have for you today. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I'm grateful for you all. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.